we have this big drive towards urban centers. And why do people want to move to the urban centers? Because there's this experience of restaurants and people and activity and buzz and connection. Can that be manufactured outside of downtown urban centers? It's tough. It takes the right formula. This is an example of one of them. So this is built out of the old Charleston Chew candy factory. And the idea being very similar to what Tony Hsieh attempted to do. We've been tracking over the last 5 years with the Downtown Las Vegas project. And it's interesting listening to him get interviewed recently now. Anybody track or follow the Downtown Las Vegas project? And the dream of what that was really supposed to be about creating community and connection. In fact, one of the main metrics that Tony Hsieh still to this day, in fact, I just saw him speak last week in Vegas, is this idea of return on collisions. Literally tracking as a line item the idea of how do we set up an environment where people can bump into one another. They literally were measuring how many strollers were in the park at night from 5 to 8. How many interactions are being created? Because we know that the idea of community, connection, and experience ultimately wins in the end. So whether it's an office space, whether it's a multifamily project, or even in the hospitality space, IHG is putting $200 million into their Crowne Plaza brand, flagship. Anyone watching how the Crowne Plaza brand is evolving? So what Crowne Plaza found, right, their whole thing is we're going to go after the modern business traveler. What do you think the modern business traveler wants in their hotel experience? And a number of you in this room, myself included, we travel all the time. What do you think they want? What's the most important? You were going to shout it out. What were we going to say? A microwave. That was not on the list, but that might be interesting. That could be interesting. I would like a microwave. We think they want a fast, seamless check-in and great technology, right? Just get me in, get me out. I see some of your heads nodding, right? Here's what they found in the research. Business travelers are actually feeling disconnected, isolated, and lonely. And you want to know what? As someone who travels away from my wife and family 150 days a year, there are times when I check into one more hotel room and the door slams behind me and I'm looking at 4 walls and I feel lonely. Yes, I want speed and efficiency, but I also want connection. This has just happened for Crowne Plaza, and literally in August, gathering together and saying, this is our new mantra, their whole brand around Dare to Connect. To make connection actually mean something and matter with their guests throughout the experience. Now, is there a fine line? Do you maybe still kind of want to be left alone? Maybe your hand giving out the signal. I see some of your heads nodding like, don't talk to me. Literally, I'm stressed out. I get that. But I can also speak of like, there's a threshold of that though. Because I get on the plane, 150 flights, and what's the first thing I do? Put the Bose headphones on, send out the signal, don't talk to me. I know some of you are doing the same thing. Get your head down, you're texting. But over time, how am I left feeling? Alone. Can the properties that we invest in, the brands, help build connection, community, and experience? Here's my message to you. Remember why you got into this business. I know you didn't get into this business just to make money. It can't be. It's not enough. There's something more. What the work that you do, what you decide to invest in dictates what gets built. And what gets built shapes the world around us. And the world around us is shaping the experiences that all of us are having every single day. You are shaping our collective experience for humanity. This is where you're playing.